What's up, guys? We are back for another week of priority waivers on this fine Tuesday morning, heading into week 10. Yep, that's everything. Let's just get right into the show.
You're watching Priority Waivers only on Fantasy Now Plus.
I got very distracted right before the show started because somebody started posting some cryptic stuff in one of my leagues. I'm like, stop it.
That was a long pause there.
Yeah, like 16 seconds too long, I think. But hey, we're here. We're here. And we're going to talk about fantasy football. If I can stop looking at some of these leagues here, league chats, because that is very distracting. So yeah, again, it's Tuesday. It's waiver day. We're heading into week 10. We had just a couple of injuries this week. Nothing
No
serious. Nothing too bad. Nothing that's going to ruin your entire league or your team.
If it wasn't already ruined.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we didn't have 9 players have season-ending injuries this week. It's not a thing. It didn't happen, but it did. Luckily, they're not all fantasy relevant players. So, let's just start off with that. Let's start with not so serious. This one isn't going to affect a lot of people. But Jaden Daniels kind of injured his elbow over the weekend on Sunday Night Football in a play that didn't really matter at the end of the game because, they cannot come back. Dislocated elbow, nothing serious, No, he's out for the season. Done.
Did you see?
Oh, God, I can't unsee it now.
No,
it's one of those things you can't unsee. Honestly, worse than Cam Scadaboo's leg.
Yeah.
It was gross. It was like
him,
you couldn't really see
100%.
Yeah. Cam's you couldn't see happen. Jaden's, oh my God, it was so ugly.
Like I looked away for like a split second and I was like, wait, what just happened? And somebody posted the replay. I didn't even watch the whole replay. I got to where it started and I was like, nope.
Yep. I saw a still image of it before I saw the replay. I woke up to that news. I woke up and was like, wait, what happened? And oh God, I saw the still image. I never want to see that.
I'm like, who is posting replays and pictures? Nobody needs to see
that.
Like, my God.
Come on. In other injury related news, let's move on to the tight end position where Tucker Kraft tore his ACL.
Kraft mac and cheese.
This one's a significant bummer. Tucker Kraft was wide receiver 4 after this week. Or I'm sorry, tight end 4 after this week. I think he entered the week as tight end 3. So that's a bummer because mostly if you go through the rankings, tight end 1, tight end 2 are tied. Ferguson and McBride for now. McBride will take that over. Ferguson has been having some tough sledding the last couple of weeks.
It's not going to get easier.
It's not going to get easier for him at all. With CeeDee Lamb back, his production has gone down significantly. So you have the top tight ends. Then you got Tyler Warren with 118 points on the season at tight end 3. Tucker Kraft is right there with him, 1 point down. Kelsey is 1 point down. And then once you get down to Goddard at tight end 6, 101 points for the season. There is a gap from 1 to 3 and 3 to 5.
Yeah, but don't forget, Bowers is probably going to be climbing right
Bowers is coming back
too.
Yeah, so Bowers is down at 89 points, and that's after a 43-point week. He scored half of his fantasy points in one single week. Because
here he comes.
I'm back. Currently tight end 13, but he still has 8 more weeks left. So actually longer, 8 to 9 weeks left. So good night.
My teams have missed Bowers.
Same.
I also have him in Scott Fishbowl. So 77 points in Scott Fishbowl.
That's nice.
That's ridiculous.
I played a Brock Bowers team this week, so that was great.
I'm sorry.
It sucked too because like I was the team that drafted like 8 or 9 tight ends in the draft, but I didn't get Brock Bowers. Like he went before me. Anyways, CJ Stroud concussion.
Yeah, that also looked ugly.
Texans led Davis Mills almost. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. We talked about this on Sunday. Aaron Jones has an AC joint sprain, could potentially play in week 10. Brian Thomas Jr. has a high ankle sprain. Cole Kmet has a concussion. Matthew Golden has a shoulder injury. Keishon Butte has a hamstring injury, which we know how long those last.
Yep.
And Diami Brown is out with concussion.
Oh, and not on here because he's less fantasy relevant. Luke McCaffrey broke his collarbone. So that's the end of his season.
The Commanders are having a tough season on offense.
I mean, it's Debo time. Yeah.
How did Debo do last week? Let's see. 9.4.
Better. It's serviceable.
Wide receiver 39. He was on our list last week of people you could cut potentially. Actually, I do want to look at that list real quick. Let's see. We had. Actually, we'll talk about one of these guys. Oh crap. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about one of these guys. He's on our list today, so let's get into the show, Charlene. Let's start with our top priority waiver wire ad, most likely because some big time quarterbacks went out, some starting quarterbacks went out. So let's go ahead and start it. Let's talk about Sam Darnold. QB5 last week, QB19 over the last 3 weeks. He had 28.2 points last week. And we say QB19 because he was on a bye week. So, he was on bye week in week 8. So it doesn't really help. And he had 9.62 in week 7 against Houston. So that's tough. But if you subtract those 2 weeks out of the rest of the weeks, he's 17, 16, 16, 28, 20, 28 last week. He's got Arizona this coming up a week. I think this is a must add. You need to add Sam Darnold, especially if you lost to Jaden Daniels, you lost to CJ Stroud. You need a quarterback, and this is the guy to go pick up.
I mean, yes, we've been saying this for, what are we in? Week, we're coming into week 10 now. So
only 38.9% roster.
Maybe this is the week that he jumps up past that 50% mark and we don't have to talk about him anymore because
maybe this is the week. But he should be getting rostered. He's already passed his bye week, so that's not to worry.
Right.
He had
if you need a bonus.
4 touchdowns before he threw an incompletion last week. Yeah. Very, very efficient. So he only had 3 incompletions last week. So is Rico over Hubbard now in for Denver? Is RJ over Dobbins? They play the Colts.
I think
so. I think Rico is over Hubbard.
Rico is over.
They've said Hubbard. Rico is over Hubbard. And not only have they said it, but fantasy also speaks it. 5 attempts for Hubbard, 25 for Rico. So
we were all wondering, and then week 9 happened. I don't think we need to wonder anymore.
Don't think there's any more wondering.
Yeah.
At all. Rico is the guy there. As far as RJ Harvey, though,
that's a little bit trickier.
RJ had 2 rush attempts and 5 receptions, but 16.6 points. I don't think that's necessarily something that you could say, oh yeah, RJ Harvey is favored over J.K. Dobbins when J.K. Dobbins had 15 rush attempts.
Right.
He had the bulk of the workload on the run in the running game. Harvey got more of the workload in the passing game, and then got the touchdown. So 11 of those 16 points came from the passing. I'm sorry. 16 of those 16.6 points came from the passing game. So I don't think RJ Harvey is their lead back. I think J.K. Dobbins is.
Yeah.
In fact, we know J.K. Dobbins is. So.
Yeah. So it's looking, it's a positive for RJ Harvey owners. Not great for Dobbins owners, but it is still, it's still Dobbins. It's still Dobbins backfield.
He's getting the opportunity. He played a very tough Houston defense who has a pretty good rush defense.
Yeah.
Put 61 yards up, 4.07 yards averaged. So, I mean, I think this is still J.K. Dobbins' battle to lose. It's just he had a tough week, and now they got Las Vegas this week, so not as bad. So, next up, do you want to let's just go right down the list?
What do we have next? Who do we just
Alec? Oh my God, why there? Alec Pierce.
Mr. Alec Pierce.
Oh my God. I cannot believe I'm talking about Alec Pierce on the Waiver Wire show.
I mean,
but like,
listen,
wide receiver 17 over the last 3 weeks, wide receiver 15 last week, 17.5 points. He had like 8 points in the first drive last week.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody keeps calling him a boomer bust player, but I don't see a bust anywhere in here. Like,
not anymore. I mean, 4.6 is his lowest in week 1. With new quarterback Daniel Jones.
Right.
Alec Pierce has more receptions of 25 plus yards than anyone in the league over the last 3 years.
And on top of this, he got more targets. I mean, it was only one more, but he got more targets than Michael Pittman this week.
13 targets in week 9 against Pittsburgh.
And even with the return of Danny Dimes, he still had 6 receptions for 115 yards. So,
I mean, the Colts did air the ball out quite a bit. 50 pass attempts this week against Pittsburgh because they needed it. I mean, truthfully, they were down 10 to 17 points for most of the game, which was sad. Jonathan Taylor did not get really used as well. They shut Jonathan Taylor down, which forced them to pass it. So Alec Pierce, 13 targets, 12 targets for Pittman, 9 for downs. They aired the ball out quite a bit. Pierce hasn't gotten the end zone this year so far, but he's still doing well. 43 on the season. He's missed 2 weeks and yet still not hit the end zone. That's gonna come.
Right.
Pierce is definitely inside the 20s, not in the 20s. In between the 20s kind of player where he's going to get you the deep ball points, which, you know, is going to get you 5-6 points per reception.
Right. So, and because of that, even though he's not getting the touchdowns, he's still giving you enough fantasy points.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the touchdowns, I think they'll come, but
2 receptions in week 8 against the Titans, 2 receptions, still finished with 8.9.
Yeah.
Better than most of your flex players.
Right. And it's probably going to be, I expect it'll probably be something similar to that in week 10 against the Falcons. That's a rough one.
Yeah, especially since it's in Berlin. So it's going to be an early game for us. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be picking up Alec Pierce if he is available. He's not available in any of my leagues because, you know, homers, but definitely picking up Alec Pierce. He's only rostered in 16.7% of leagues, so most likely he is out there.
He's probably available.
Yeah. Next guy on our list, if you miss out on the Alec Pierce sweepstakes, you might hit on this one because you might hit on Parker Washington this week because of the trade that just happened. Jacoby Myers was traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars because they're missing guys like Brian Thomas Jr. Travis Hunter is now on IR. Diami Brown is dealing with concussion. So we have
Brenton Strange is on IR.
Yeah, Brenton Strange on IR. So we have Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers. The last 3 weeks, wide receiver 38, 17 last week. Charlene, I missed the checkbox that says you want to talk about this one specifically.
That's fine. I'm good with this. You gave me Alec Pierce. That works too. I figured you wanted to take Alec Pierce since,
I like hearing other people talk about my players.
So, with Parker Washington, if you take out week 1 and you take out week 4, he's actually been fairly decent. Which is, I was not expecting that, honestly. Like, I was thinking, here comes this boomer bust player. Like, yeah, okay, you can take a flyer on him. And I start looking at all the stats, and I'm like, well, hang on a second. He's actually been pretty decent, minus those 2 weeks. And then, if you take out week 6, that's 3 weeks, right? So if you take out those 3 weeks, you've got yourself a pretty good wide receiver there. So I think that he's definitely got some upside. I think Jacoby Myers coming in is not going to hurt him at all. He's got a fairly decent floor.
Yeah.
The only downside is they've got the Texans coming up.
Could be tough. Then the Chargers, who is getting Asante Samuel back. But then Arizona. But
right.
Targets are the important part. The Jaguars are getting frisky again. Targets are king for wide receivers, especially in PPR leagues. He had 10 targets in week 7 when Travis Hunter had 14. Travis Hunter's gone. He had 9 targets. They had a bye week. Then 9 targets last week and 8 receptions. He actually caught his balls, 90 yards. Didn't find the end zone, 17 points. I think he's definitely worth picking up this week.
Definitely.
For sure. Next up, we have Colston Loveland, finished as tight end 7 over the last 3 weeks. He finished as tight end 2 last week. We know I've been hating on Colston Loveland all year because, well, he has sucked all year. But he now has 52.4 points in the season. He had 29.8 last week. So he, again, like Brock Bowers, doubled his entire fantasy output in 1 week.
Yep.
I don't know how often that's going to happen. I know Cole Kmet is now hurt. He's dealing with a concussion. Yeah. They keep saying we're going to get Loveland involved because we spent the pick on him like very early. They're trying to shut everybody up about, we missed out on Tyler Warren because, well, they did.
Yeah.
But do we see 7 targets every week? They played the Bengals in a shootout, and he had 2 touchdowns.
And this basically came at the expense of Odunze.
Yes.
So I don't see that happening.
Continuing.
Right. Like, that can't continue. And there's no way that they prioritize Colston Loveland over Rome Odunze.
Maybe DJ Moore, but yeah, like...
Maybe DJ Moore, but not, like...
Yeah, no, that can't keep happening, and I don't like it if it is going to continue happening.
That's not sustainable.
No. Especially not for, us fantasy people, because there will be
priorities.
We matter the most. But with guys like Tucker Kraft out with an ACL injury, Cole Kmet, if you roster Cole Kmet for some reason, 3.8% of you, the 3.8% of you can go get Colston Loveland. But if you have Tucker Kraft, this is the tight end I think you should go get. I know there's Luke Musgrave out there, but we'll talk about why you should get I would go get Colston Loveland between the two of them. Yeah. He's rostered in 24.6% of leagues. But honestly, you should be able to get him in short leagues. So As long as he keeps catching those balls. Now we got to think about that, like 60-yarder for the game winner that he got.
You bet he shook like 3 guys for that, right?
Kind of helps him out. I mean, that's 12 points right there. But
yeah.
Again, touchdowns are what matters. Points matter. So if he continues to get used like that in games, then great. I like his output.
Yeah.
Questions. We got questions. Will you think Judkins starting after the bye? They say he should be able to return.
That's
I think
that's
he will
the
start.
expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find hard sometimes we don't have a flex in my league, but need to start for. Oh God, man!
Oof.
Tell your league to change. I had some flex.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Okay. So next up here, we've got quarterback to replace Jaden Daniels. Can't get Sam Darnold. Might as well go get Marcus Mariota.
Back to Mariota.
Every league that I have Jaden Daniels in, I have Marcus because, well, I was worried last year when he came out. Like I was like, Jaden Daniels is definitely the QB1 of this draft, but big but, his frame is so small, and I feel like he's going to get hurt.
And here we are.
Guess
who I dropped last week?
Jaden Daniels?
No.
Marcus Mariota.
In a league where I had Jaden Daniels, I was like, I don't need Mariota anymore. We're good now.
He's back, baby. No, this is looking bad for the Commanders, however, because I mean, at this point in the season, you kind of just want to keep losing. I mean, players aren't going to just purposely lose, but
right.
Coaching staff might.
I mean, it's rough. Yeah, McLaurin's still out.
Games that Marcus has played all 100% of the snaps, he has 20.28, 17.24, and 13.32. That last one was against Kansas City.
Right.
Now he's got Detroit, Miami, and a bye week. So tough matchup against Detroit, easier matchup against Miami. Bye week, Denver, Minnesota, New York, Philly, Dallas, Philly. This isn't a great lookout. I'd definitely be trying to get Sam Darnold. But if
he's not available.
Yeah, if he's not available, Marcus Mariota.
You at least have the rushing upside for Mariota.
Yeah. 6.5% of leagues roster him right now, so should be there. However, if you can't get Marcus, there's another guy that you could look at, Trevor Lawrence.
Who is as bad of a real life quarterback as he is actually a decent fantasy quarterback somehow.
Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be the guy, right? Like,
we've been saying that. This is going to be the year.
Like, he was supposed to be the guy, and he never became the guy. Like, he is the most mid quarterback that I've ever the most mid quarterback that's supposed to be really, really good.
I mean, he had kind of a rough start to his career.
He finished as QB8 in 2022.
Yeah, but when you're supposed to be the guy,
QB8's not good.
Right.
It's average. Right. Yeah, so the last, I would say, 4 weeks have been pretty solid for the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. 27.24 against Kansas City in week 5, 19.2 in Seattle in week 6. Week 7, he had 17.6, slight decline. Then a bye week, and then 22.2 against Las Vegas. They do have Houston coming up, and Los Angeles Chargers, and then Arizona. So we'll see over the next 3 weeks. Again, still prefer Sam Darnold over Lawrence and Mariota. But if you can't get either of those, Trevor Lawrence is somebody you can look at.
His, not counting week 1, his 2 worst weeks were against SF and Kansas City. So, I mean, I would feel comfortable picking him up and starting him, as long as he's not playing San Francisco or Kansas City.
Yeah. Okay, next up we have a wide receiver, Demario Douglas. Pop Douglas.
Welcome back.
finished as a starting wide receiver in fantasy over the last 2 weeks. Few are in a 3 wide receiver league. But yeah, he's back.
And now there's no booty in his way.
20 points flat last week, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Again, this offense is like, which wide receiver is going to do it this week? Because you
could say the same thing about the running backs.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the whole team.
It's the whole team minus Trevion Henderson. That's the answer for the running back situation, unfortunately.
Right.
Diggs is going to be there. He's always going to be there.
Yeah.
He's going to get his targets. He got a touchdown last week. But Diggs averages, 12, 13, 14 points a week, which is great. It's exactly what you need out of a flex player.
Right. You just want 12, consistent points. Yeah.
Consistent points is great. Even wide receiver 2, maybe 3.
Right.
But you would assume Pop's going to get more targets. While Booty's out.
Coming into the season, so before the season started, everybody was pretty high on, not everybody, a lot of people were really high on Pop Douglas. A lot of people were saying, myself included, that he's got a good chance to be the wide receiver 1 on this team. And that hasn't happened. It's been Stephon Diggs. It will probably continue to be Stephon Diggs. But this is his opportunity right here.
Yeah.
He's got Diggs. No booty.
Get him before others.
Right.
And that's the thing. And
right.
If you can afford the bench spot, pick him up, because he's got Tampa Bay this week, but then he's got the New York Jets, the Cincinnati Bengals, the New York Giants. Those are games that you could easily get a lot of points out of. And hamstring injuries aren't a week long, 1 week injury. Those could last a little bit long. So Booty could be out for a couple weeks.
And even when he comes back, he's probably not going to be 100%. So
right away, might be worried about re-aggravating it. So Demario Douglas is definitely somebody to look at. Next up, Kareem Hunt. Everybody said Brashard Smith or whatever his name is.
Mr. Smith.
Everybody said Smith. I said, I'm pretty sure Kareem Hunt is going to get that workload, especially on the goal line. And
he sure did.
Pacheco's also going to be coming back soon, probably after the bye in week 11. But they have a bye this week. That's the thing. So there is a bye this week, but Hunt is still getting the goal line work. He has had 5 touchdowns on the season so far. And he gets the bulk of the workload. He is definitely somebody that you could go. If Isaiah Pacheco misses any more time, this is definitely looks good. Injuries can suck. So
he also barely made this list because he's 49% owned. So
you are right. So it might be hard to get him. That is very true. Okay.
He's owned in every league that I'm in, and I am in 18 leagues. So, okay, I take that back. He's in 17 because one of my leagues, we have 4 bench spots. So he might be available in that last one.
So next up on the list of QBs that, if you missed out on the other 3, here's 2 more. First up, JJ McCarthy. Obviously, the last 3 weeks he's finished as QB 29 because, he hasn't played in forever. So first week back against Detroit, almost 20 points, 2 touchdowns and an interception. He also had a rushing touchdown, looking pretty good. Anybody that can throw the ball to Justin Jefferson is good in my books. He's got Baltimore next week, who is a weaker defense. Chicago, Green Bay, Seattle. These are winnable games. These are games that you could do well in fantasy, especially if you have a guy named Justin Jefferson.
Would you put JJ ahead of Mariota then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because JJ has JJ.
Right.
And JA and TJ and a lot better wide receiver a lot better receiving options. JJ McCarthy is definitely somebody that I would consider picking up. if available. Next up here, I'll let you talk about this one.
Mac Jones. McCorkle Jones. My boy.
So many
All
quarterbacks
right.
on our list today.
So,
Two
yeah.
injuries.
Technically, he's also injured still.
Yep, but somebody has to play quarterback.
But he is significantly less injured than Brock Purdy, who every week has the potential to play and then doesn't play. And after week 9's game, Shanahan flat out came out and said no, he wasn't even close to being ready to return. So after all the maybes and he's close, suddenly it's no, he's not even close at all. He's not going to play this week. They already said after he re-aggravated the foot injury, now he's got a major setback. Who knows? It's Mac Jones again for the foreseeable future. And he's been pretty solid for the Niners. I can't really complain. This past week was apparently it was CMC day, so
yeah, also played against CMC and Scott Fishbowl.
Oh wow. So you had a rough week.
Yeah, I think this might be the first year I don't make the playoffs. It's really tough.
Yeah, I'm definitely not making the playoffs, even with
let's answer some questions here. I traded Juwan Jennings for Myers yesterday, thinking he would get moved. Good job. He gets traded, and now someone is offering me BTJ for Myers. Do I take it or stick with Myers? Brian Thomas Jr. is dealing with a hamstring ankle sprain. He has a chance to play in week 10, but high ankle sprains kind of suck. He hasn't even been doing good healthy. He hasn't been doing great healthy. Jacoby Myers also hasn't been doing great.
I'm like,
so it's a risk either way. Here's the thing: it's a risk.
Who has the bigger potential? Because it's a risk either. And is it even worth it? Is this a lateral move? Like at this point,
it might be. It literally might be. Like Jacoby Myers, I think his point value goes up because he has a better quarterback, and he has less threats around him. Right now in Las Vegas, you've got Trey Tucker and Brock Bowers, mostly Brock Bowers, and Brock Bowers is back. So, Jacoby gets moved. Now you just have Brian Thomas, maybe Parker. With Brian Thomas out, you have Parker Washington and.
So wait, hang on. So
I think it's a lateral move, to be honest.
Someone's offering me BTJ. So they're now on the same team then, right?
Turning Juwan Jennings into BTJ. Oh, I guess if you're looking at it that way, turning Juwan Jennings into BTJ, then cool. But yeah, I think this is, truthfully, if we're looking at Myers for BTJ, I think this is a lateral move. They're both on the same team. The only thing that I would see here is that Brian Thomas Jr. has more of a chemistry and more of a connection with Trevor Lawrence. So when he does play, it should be better. But what kind of Brian Thomas Jr. are we getting out of a high ankle sprain?
The other question I think too is who are your other wide receivers, and can you afford to wait for BTJ? Because they're bringing in Myers to play now.
Yeah. Because they need him right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Will Trey Tucker be a priority add after Myers trade? Yes. Because they have no other wide receivers. They have Brock Bowers, but somebody else has to catch the ball outside of Brock Bowers. I know that's do they? But realistically, Geno Smith cannot throw 40 passes to Brock Bowers. It's not possible. I would be picking up Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker has been doing pretty decent all season as well anyway, so I'm not too concerned.
He's taking all of Jacoby Myers' targets.
Also, I think it's fascinating that, Jacksonville just went to Las Vegas, played Las Vegas, and they're like, we'll take him. Myers, just fly back with us. I find that fascinating. Okay.
What did Myers do?
Jacoby?
Yeah.
6.3. He had 6 targets, 4 receptions, only 23 yards. It's
Okay.
his least amount of yards all season.
All right. Well, because I know I had heard that like the game plan was potentially to get him more targets so that he could have a good game so they could get more value out of trading him.
My other wide receivers are Puka, Drake, London, Nico, and Sutton. Yeah, go get Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, you can afford it.
You can afford it. And when if he does pop back off, then you have another great wide receiver.
Yep.
So that's a great trade. Do you think T. Higgins is a top 20 wide receiver? I hate T. Higgins so much. I hate T. Higgins specifically last year because when he was healthy, he was phenomenal. Wide receiver 17 in 12 games. 12 games he finished as a top wide receiver in the league. He's wide receiver 15 this year and has played every game this season. I just wish,
Okay, he's played every game this season, but I think we just need to remove the games with Browning. I think we don't count those. I think we just need to take those off the table.
Talking about we shouldn't count week 3 and 4
because
in 5. I mean, God, he just needs a quarterback that can throw him the ball. And the thing about T. Higgins and the Bengals is that those games are going to be absolute shootout. Yeah, I saw the catch. The games are going to be shootouts every week. So yeah, T. Higgins, fire him up. Top 20. I mean, currently he is top 20. So, okay, moving on past Brock Purdy, we are looking at
Terrell Jennings.
Can we just get Trevion Henderson the ball?
Right?
Okay, so Jennings had 11 attempts last week. Trevion had 14. But Trevion got 20 total 20 total not touches. He had 18 touches. He had 2 additional targets. But Jennings got a touchdown. 11.4 last week. I think it's somebody the worst.
Like Trevion.
They just don't. I don't get it. Like, guys, I don't like the Patriots. I was like, you know what, Trevion, like, you're gonna suck anyway. You're going to the Patriots. And then I'm like, just give the man a chance. I can't believe I'm defending Trevion Henderson. I'm defending a Patriot, but it's fine. Last week, Terrell Jennings finishes RB19. If you listen to me and picked him up instead of, Brashard Smith or whatever his name is, you did great. My wife won for listening to me. So, at least she's winning in leagues that I'm not. So 2.8% rostered. He has a bye week in week 14. So it is coming up. If you're struggling at running back, okay. But
what is Ramondre's status?
Nothing new over the last 4 days.
Yeah. So
Luke Musgrave. So we said we were going to talk about him. He's rostered in 1% of the leagues. 6.4 points last week after Tucker Kraft went down. He finished as tight end 30. He's 47 over the last 3 weeks. With Tucker Kraft's injury, he should slide in. But also it was Luke Musgrave or Tucker Kraft their rookie season, and Kraft took over. They do have, guys like Romeo Dobbs. They've got Christian Watson's apparently back. Matthew Golden, Dontavian Wicks, Josh Jacobs is all that matters. They don't spread the ball out enough. I don't think Musgrave is going to immediately just jump in and be Tucker Kraft. Because Tucker Kraft, if I'm not mistaken, had some game. Oh, nope, he's played every game of his career. Never mind. There were some games that he didn't do as well, but Musgrave still didn't step in and do well enough. So I'm not prioritizing him.
I feel like Musgrave is gonna be the guy that Jordan Love looks to when he needs to get himself out of trouble. That's what I feel like. So Matthew Golden's got a shoulder injury. I don't know the extent of it, but they've basically got Dobbs. They got Christian Watson back. I think that Christian Watson is the one that's actually going to benefit from this the most. So I mean, we'll see how it shakes out, but that is my feeling.
Yeah. If you're struggling, I guess go ahead and pick him up. But Colston Loveland is still the guy that I would be going for. Let's see. Next up on the list, Darius Slayton. It's worth a look.
Yeah.
Because they have nobody.
Yeah.
Any more to add on to that?
I mean,
7 targets, 5 receptions, 62 yards, 11.2 points last week. This is his best game of the season.
Jackson Dart looks good. He's solid. He is holding that team up. So
I'm trying to look at where all of these targets are going, and they're just Sleeper's really funny. Sleeper still says Russell Wilson's the QB1 for the Giants.
Okay, so maybe we won't go by that then.
Yeah. So I mean, the targets are just going everywhere. That's the thing. So there's not one player that's like, oh my god, he's getting everything. Devin Singletary had 2. Tyrone Tracy had 4. Wan'Dale Robinson had 11. I don't even know why I pulled Jalen Hyatt up. He's not a factor. And Darius Slayton had 7. Theo Johnson, maybe? Theo had 6.
What did Theo have?
So
I mean, Darius Slayton was second, right? 7 to Wan'Dale's 11. If you've got Jackson Dart as your quarterback, like, I mean, there are other guys on this list I'd rather pick up first, but if they are not available.
Yeah, he's worth a stash just to see how he's doing.
Yeah. And I've said that before.
Yeah. Yep. Pick him up if you can afford him to pick him up. Would you drop JCM or JMO for Singletary? JCM, man. Why can't you just be a thing? Everybody, he's done one thing this year. 27 points in week 5. He hasn't done anything since. Like, who's Chris Rodriguez had 12 attempts last week. I didn't even see that. They both had 12 attempts.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a rotating backfield between 3 guys. Like
that backfield is the junior varsity version of Seattle's backfield at this point. It's just,
God, don't even get me started on that backfield.
If I'm picking between these two for Singletary, like you need to pick Singletary up, I guess I'm dropping JCM. Let's move on to guys that they're getting one more chance. And actually, I'm going to move one of them down because we talked about him last week. Yeah, we did. One more chance for Alvin Kamara. So Kamara.
It's painful.
His 12 total rushes over the last 2 weeks.
It's painful.
And 5 targets over the last 2 weeks with
Tyler
Shuck.
That team is a mess.
Kendre Miller is on IR. You only have Devin Neal.
I don't think, I don't even think that has anything to do with it. Like,
where's the ball going? What?
Incomplete? Out of bounds?
Hold on. Box score last week. Okay, Taysom Hill carried the team in rushing for 4 carries and 30 yards. Alvin Kamara had 6 carries for 14 yards. Devin Neal had 3 for 11. Tyler Shuck had 1 for 2. They only had 24 pass attempts, 25 total, with Taysom Hill throwing 1.
Yeah.
I'm
I
I'm
can't.
lost. Like Kamara, you got one more chance. Otherwise, I'm gonna let you be somebody else's headache. Because
If your
I'm
name
done.
is not Juwan Johnson, I don't want you on my team.
Chris Olave,
I mean, yeah, but
wide receiver 9. He gets targets. He just didn't get targeted last week. They played the Rams. Let's be fair.
okay,
They got
fair.
Carolina
Yeah,
coming up.
Olave's been okay, but man, he needs a quarterback. Like,
Give me Spencer Rattler. Okay, next on the list of players that we should be looking at, and I have him on this list because I think you should trade him. Chuba Hubbard. Last week running back 30, or last 3 weeks running back 36. He did miss some time, obviously, but he's back, and he didn't do anything. He only had 5 rush attempts, 1 target that he did not catch. So he had a touchdown against Buffalo in the week before, but since he's been back, it's still been the Rico Dowdle show.
Yep.
I guess week 8 against Buffalo, it was the Hubbard show, but Dowdle had 25 attempts. Hubbard had 5. I think we have fully transitioned over to the Rico Dowdle show.
I would hope so.
I wouldn't want to roster Hubbard. I would literally try to trade him to whoever rosters Rico Dowdle, though.
As a handcuff.
Yes.
Yeah. I have to say, I do have a little bit of concern that, they paid Chuba a lot of money.
They paid Miles Sanders.
And I have a little bit of concern that they are just bringing him back slowly because they can afford to, because Dowdle is crushing it.
All the more reason to trade him to the Dowdle man.
Right. And that doesn't change. Yeah. That doesn't change my opinion of trade Chuba if you can.
If you can factor that in and say, hey, like, I think Chuba is gonna be worked back into the end tier. They paid him. Like, if Rico goes down, Chuba's obviously the guy that's gonna get the workload. So, like, here's the handcuff. He just got paid. He's gonna get worked back in. Get some value out of that.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, he's just sitting on your bench, and you hope that he does good. Whereas instead, you get some value out of him. So, somebody that is on their last leg with me. What? Hold on. Sorry. This is big news. I gotta double check this news in the source real quick. Because we potentially have some breaking news.
Wait,
if my league chat is correct. Please be correct. Please be correct. Please be correct.
Oh, that would be huge.
You don't even know what I'm saying.
I think I do. I'm looking at something here that.
Is it for the Colts?
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner traded to the Indianapolis Colts.
Have we confirmed this?
Sauce Gardner. Jets are trading Sauce Gardner to the Indianapolis Colts with a blockbuster trade. It includes 2 first-round picks. I didn't think it was going to happen. Did not think Chris Ballard was going to trade 2 first-round picks. Indianapolis Colts are going to win the Super Bowl. As soon as Mooney Ward comes back from his concussion, him and Gardner, game over. That's all they needed. It was a secondary, man.
Okay, you got to clip this.
And Charvarius Ward. No, wait, that's Mooney Ward. And Cam Bynum. Indiana Patriots in the finals. Colts are going to the Super Bowl, guys. They're going.
Okay, clip this. You got to clip
Indiana
this.
Jones is going to lead the Colts to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he just can't let Danny Dimes sneak back in there.
Sauce Gardner to the Indianapolis Colts. Let's go. Okay, we know you're about Rattler shares just. It's only because of one league. It's because of one league where we only drafted rookies last year, and then we added rookies this year, and that was my quarterback. But I don't care about Spencer Rattler anymore. I got Drake May in that league now, so it doesn't even matter anymore. So we're good. I'm gonna win the championship there too. Anyways, last player here before I can just go freak out about Sauce Gardner. Somebody you should cut. Charlene, I'm gonna let you talk about this one.
Of course you are. I'm done. I'm out. I'm so disappointed. I was so high on him in the preseason.
Same.
And now I get to sit with that. I get to sit and stew and think about what I've done. It's not good.
Evan Ingram was going to be good. I hope he was going to be good.
I mean, the potential was there.
Oh, also another
Total
big
dud.
trade, but we'll finish this one.
Total dud.
Yeah, Evan Ingram's total dud. Wide receiver 30 or tight end 34 over the last 3 weeks. Tight end 173. Last place. You could not go any lower than what Evan Ingram has done last week because he had 0 points. Zero. Goose egg. He had 3 targets. 51% snap share. This many points. You and I had the same amount of points as Evan Ingram did this last week. And everybody watching.
Where's my paycheck?
Yeah, where's my millions of dollars for playing last week? I'm doing more work right now than Evan Ingram did last week. Come on. I really had high hopes for him this year. Hopefully he could get back into it, being the guy for Sean Payton, but he's just
You know what? I did not wait this long to drop Evan Ingram in one of my leagues. I think I dropped him after like week 4 and picked up Hunter Henry. I was done. So no regrets.
No regrets. Guys, I think that's going to do it for the show. I mentally cannot focus right now.
You are on the highest of highs.
I gotta go talk. Oh, but yeah. So the news: Rashid Shaheed to the Seahawks.
Okay, so I guess we can just forget about Torrey Horton now.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter if or not. Torrey Horton is donezo. I mean, this is fine for now. I think the Seahawks are making a move so that they can compete right now. They have to compete right now. And Shaheed adds a deep threat guy. Kupp is no longer the deep threat guy. JSN is there. Yeah, he can be really good. But Shaheed adds a little bit more value to that wide receiver room. Torrey Horton is dead.
Yeah.
Unless Shaheed's hurt also. But that's going to wrap it up this week, guys. Thanks for joining. Week 10. Go submit your claims. Don't spend all your fab. It's only week 10. We still got a couple more weeks. So
do what you got to do, though.
Yeah, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Thanks, JRS. Thanks, Craig. Thanks, Not Dallas 3084. And everybody else that listened and asked questions throughout the week. Josh, if you're still out there, you're probably not, but thanks for watching as well. But guys, until next week, we still have a show tomorrow, noon Eastern. We have the Start Set show. Then we have our ranking show at 8 p.m. Eastern. DFS show on Thursday at 9 p.m. Then we have our Dynasty show on Saturday at 4 p.m. And then I will be making something, probably jalapeno poppers, on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern to get you ready for the day. That's the show. Charlene, you got anything?
No. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.